Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to make something that reminds me of home, but it's quick and easy to make. This is inspired by my mom. Well, she does not make it, but one of my friends over here made it when I came first time to Canada. So my friend taught me these recipes, so I'm going to show you what all the ingredients are. Here we have roughly chopped. I know it's not chopped properly, it's roughly chopped because this is going to go in the fryer. We have roughly chopped white onion because white onion is cheaper over here. You can use red. We have two potatoes. Mind you, this recipe is for 2 to 3 people, or like at least you can consume it like 4 times. And then we have boiled soya chunks. We have 1 can of crushed tomatoes, and these are the spices that my mom sent me from Dubai. So we have Kashmiri red chili, coriander powder, cumin powder, we have crushed red chili, we have what's that, okay, it's garam masala and zira, salt, and we also have I'm missing one ingredient here, but we have, yeah, okay, I got it, hing, just because so that you don't have any stomach problems. So I'm making this for 2 people. And so first we begin by heating the pan and adding approximately 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil in it. Okay, so after heating the pan for about like a minute with the oil in it, I'm using Great Value's canola oil. I'm going to I added the onion and the white onion, which was roughly chopped, and shazira in it. And we have this on low flame just because my stove is a little bit strong. So we are going to mix this until it's golden brown. Inshallah, we will see a good taste. I mix zira first because that gives the flavor to the onions as it's being sauteed over here. So we'll just let it cook. If you want, you can cover it, but I will not, and I will increase the flame to a medium flame. It was on low earlier, and I will constantly stir it to avoid for it to get burnt. But yeah, so that's the first step. Okay, now as you can see that my onions are golden brown in color, a beautiful golden brown color. Now I have to turn the flame into low, and I will use 1 cup of crushed tomatoes. 1 cup. I'm going to add water to that, and I'm going to add all my spices right now. It's very difficult to do with one hand. So let me add spices and then I'll show you. Okay, so I've added all the spices and I've given it a good stir. As you can see, this is going to be our base sauce. We are going to just increase the flame for a little bit, and we're going to just cook it for just like about, let's say 30 seconds. So I like to keep a timer over here. Wait, okay, there is the timer, and 30 seconds. So we're giving it a good stir for 30 seconds. As you can see here, this is our sauce, and I'm going to just taste a little bit of it. Perfect. Now for the measurements, you can adjust your spice accordingly. I like to have mine a little bit spicy, that is why I've added more chili. If you want less spicy, just add less Kashmiri chili. And yeah, so now we are going to, as you can see, this will start to heat up a little bit. So I'm going to add my potatoes, which I roughly chopped into big pieces. If you want it, now this I did not talk about the measurements earlier. So for the measurements, I used 2 medium-sized potatoes. I used 1.5 cups of soya chunks, which I'm going to add later on. And now it's coming to a boil. You have to be very careful with the spices. You do not want the spices to burn. So I'm just going to give it a quick stir. As you can see, the potatoes are raw, meaning it's not cooked yet, and we're going to cook it simultaneously because we don't have the time to cook the potatoes and boil it separately. Like my mom used to do this all the time. She used to just add water on top. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water into it. That's 1 cup, and that's half cup. So this water that is being added allows it to cook with the, and it might make a thicker gravy, but if you, it depends on your preference. I don't like it that thick, but let's just see. So here you go, and keep your flame on that level. I'll keep it on a 7, and I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes. Oops, sorry for that. And yeah, so we're going to leave it about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes is what I'm going to add my next ingredients, and my next ingredients in between, I'm going to add my soya chunks, which is obviously boiled and it's soft, that you can say it's cooked. This you're going to add after that is done cooking. And once you see the initial boil from this, like, okay, wait, I'm going to show you. So once it initially starts boiling, that's when you have to shift the flame to medium. Like right now, it's going to start boiling. You can move it a bit higher so that your boiling process starts quicker. And keep in mind that this recipe was taught by my Gujarati friend, so he did not add onions into it. I added onions for a bit more flavor. You can avoid that step and it's going to be the same exact dish.